Caitlin Clark's hard foul on Angel Reese. Essentially, Angel Reese gets the ball. Caitlin Clark goes over, does a hard foul, commits a hard foul on Angel Reese. She falls to the ground. Aaliyah Boston steps in and kind of stops Angel Reese. Courtney Vandersloot also steps in. Now, with this play, they did call a flagrant 1 on Caitlin Clark. They said that it was unnecessary.
The court was chaos. Caitlin Clark gets flagged for a major foul. Angel Reese retaliates, and technicals start flying. But that's only the start of this WNBA drama you have to see to believe. Even before the game began, Caitlin Clark appeared focused. Everything about her body language, including her warm-up and pre-game workout, shouted, "I'm here to do business." With their quick ball movement and unrelenting speed, the Fever established the tone early on. When tensions started to rise, they were ahead 56-45, and the opposition was a little frustrated. With each play and whistle, it seemed as though the strain was stoking the flames in Angel Reese. And then came the moment. While defending Reese, Caitlin Clark was caught on a play and initially committed what was deemed a personal foul.
Indiana Fever beat the Sky by nearly 40 points. They won 93-58. This is going to be something that goes viral. A bunch of people are going to talk about it. People are going to make it into something bigger than it needs to be. They're going to make this rivalry come back. Right before that play, Angel Reese had some contact with Natasha Howard. Caitlin Clark saw that contact. She turns to the refs and she's like gesturing to them. And this is all happening very, very quick, you guys.
However, after reviewing it, the referees raised it to a flagrant foul. At that point, the energy changed drastically. In the arena, you could actually feel it. The court virtually hummed with their pride battle as Angel Reese's response was immediate. She clapped back right away, obviously unhappy with the contact. The audience was fully engaged and becoming louder by the moment. In order to keep things under control, the referees had to intervene and call technical fouls in addition to dealing with Clark and Reese. There was more than one. As the situation worsened, Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark were both given double techs. Those who questioned the calls also focused on the referees' decision-making. Not holding back either, the commentator stated, "As usual, the referees were not making the right calls." It gave the drama a deeper level and gave the impression that the officials had joined the narrative. This wasn't a haphazard foul. It was intimate. Right now, respect and sending a message were more important than points or material belongings. You could tell it was about more than just basketball as the emotions erupted between these two of the game's most ferocious players. The past between Reese and Clark? It's true. There were two forces vying for control in this conflict. The intriguing part is that the narrative didn't finish here. The Fever refused to let the mayhem rule them. They remained engrossed, totally concentrated. We'll talk about that next.
Rebecca Allen, too strong on a 3. And look out, Caitlin Clark pushes Angel Reese, and Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark in the aftermath.
Everyone in the arena had to know this foul was coming. As soon as you saw Angel Reese wide open, you knew that Caitlin Clark was going to come in and take that foul.
The on-court ruling of a personal foul on Caitlin Clark has been upgraded to a flagrant foul penalty 1. In addition, there is a double technical on Boston and Reese.
That suggests something about the direction this team is taking. Consider this scenario. The Indiana Fever overcome one of the game's most tumultuous moments rather than crumble. It all revolved on Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, but the Fever, they simply remained confined. Under such strain, how can a team maintain composure? It all begins with Stephanie White for the Fever. Her coaching style is all about attention and poise, and it's really working. This season, White has this team operating in a different way. She is creating a culture in which all players are aware of their responsibilities, remain prepared, and avoid being shaken. Let's return to the double technicals that ignited the match. Aaliyah Boston became entangled in the aftermath after Caitlin Clark had already drawn a flagrant foul, and Angel Reese became furious. Although it didn't exactly calm things down, the referees gave down 2 technicals as if they were attempting to put out a fire. It was the height of the tension on the court. Emotions that overflow like that may typically destroy a team. Not this time, though. While everything around them appeared to crumble, the Fever managed to hold their heads. The Fever immediately demonstrated why they are a team to watch following those technical fouls. They stepped up their defense in a way that seemed purposeful, as if they had planned for situations like these. They didn't become agitated or begin making plays out of nothing. Rather, they locked in and increased their vigor.
Now, basketball 101, if somebody has a wide open layup and you have a foul to give, it is in your best interest to foul that shooter so that they don't get an easy 2 points. She's gesturing to them because she believes that Angel Reese fouled Natasha Howard. Now, from that, Angel Reese gets the ball. Caitlin Clark realizes she is about to go up for what seems like a wide open layup. And what Caitlin said during an interview with Holly Rowe, she essentially said it was either Angel gets a wide open layup or we send her to the free throw line. It was a basketball play. There was nothing malicious behind it. I just knew I had to foul her hard.
Consider how the Fever may have fallen apart in situations like this during the previous season. They would have lost focus and made a lot of blunders in a setting like that, where emotions were running high and control was slipping. This season, however, is a completely different story. It's no coincidence that their defense has advanced significantly. It is the result of their early schedule's momentum and preparation. Their goal for this season's start is to boost confidence for upcoming, more difficult tests, not only to accumulate victories. This Fever team appears to be prepared to withstand the pressure that the Aces, Liberty, and Lynx will put on them.
She deserves it. She's one of the best players that's ever played the game, touched the ball. So, I mean, not only a great person, great basketball player, really great leader for our team. So I feel lucky enough to learn from her every single day.
To start your season 2025 with a triple-double, what message does that tell you about where you belong in this league?
But yeah, we were hunting her. They were making it hard on us, but we were trying to get switches and everything, but we finally got it. And at the free throw line was pretty crazy, and let the fans cheer for her was awesome.
Imagine what they'll do in the playoffs if they can transform turmoil into dominance in a game like this. What about Caitlin Clark? Their engine is her. The secret to making this Fever squad unbeatable may lie in how she manages her intensity. This game was more than just a Fever victory. It was a message. By contributing the aggression and vigor that support their domination,
You know, I think just keep getting better every single night, continue to set my teammates up. You know, I know we put up 93 points and won by 30, but I felt like we could have been a lot better. So we go back to work.
But it's amazing. I'm just honored to be in this moment, in this group, with this group, this team, this fan, this city. It's been great.
You know, we have hard games coming up. That's the thing about this league. You have a couple days, it's on to the next, on to the next. So how do we keep getting better? But yeah, we were hunting her. They were making it hard on us, but we were trying to get switches and everything, but we finally got it. And at the free throw line was pretty crazy, and let the fans cheer for her was awesome.
Caitlin Clark demonstrated why she is the spark this team needs. According to the commentators, she wanted all the smoke. Therefore, she was going to come in and take that foul. Even in high-stakes situations, her intensity sets the tone, and the Fever are reacting in a way that indicates they are competitive. If they can perform well under such circumstances, just think of what they will do if there is even more at stake. Are you prepared for more as the WNBA becomes hotter?